So I'm preparing today's auctions, and I wanted to take a minute before I got too far going through all this stuff to show you guys where we get some of our material and what I do with them. So really quick, I'm going to show you what I'm working with today. Okay, so this box full of stuff here is a 20-pound lot of broken jewelry, returned jewelry, beads and things like that. So for 20 pounds worth, we paid something like $90. Now some of it comes and it's great and it's usable. So all this stuff in this bin, so lots and lots of it, are stuff that I've determined is just fine and can be used as is. So there's lots of really great stuff in here. We got this from a site called Simple Lots, and that is a place you should check out if you're interested in doing any of the wholesale lots. It's just one of many places that I recommend getting things to work with in your business. And there's some cute Christmas ones. So I better get those listed quickly because it's that time. So there's actually a lot more here than it looks like. It's really hard to show y'all on camera, but so yeah, that's the bin of all the good stuff. Now then all this stuff over here is got stuff that's damaged or broken, or missing pieces, things like that. A lot of the components are, just take a quick fix and you can make them good again. Sometimes the gems just fall out and you can glue them right back in. But what I wanted to show you guys today was actually something that I do with things like this. So these beautiful metal bangles are fine other than they've lost a jewel here or there. And, obviously a simple fix is to just glue them back in. But we have our bead making epoxy clay. And this is a really great tool for things like this. Because it's super strong. Epoxy is actually used in a lot of home construction, so it's very, very strong. We've been developing our products over the last few years to, be long-lasting, strong, and do the job. This is one of the colors that is one of our signature colors, and that's what I'm going to be using today. So I just wanted to show you really quick something easy that you can do. It's fast and you can turn a piece like this into something that is then resellable. Okay, so to go ahead and fix these bangles, we're going to be using our epoxy clay. And the way that the epoxy clay works is you have two parts, the part A, which is the colored part, and the part B, which activates it so that the chemical reaction causes it to harden and, like I said, be super strong. So I just, it doesn't take very long. You just kind of mix it by hand. You'll get to know the more you work with the colors, how the part B affects it. It does dim some of the colors, so you just have to be aware of what you want and know how to mix it. Just make sure that it's mixed really well. You want to make sure that it gets really combined there, especially I've noticed with black. If you don't get it mixed really well, you'll have parts that don't harden properly, and you don't want that. So I picked this color because I thought it's going to look really good on this gold bangle. All right, I am happy with that. I'm going to take a break really quick to wash my fingers because when you have dirty fingers, it will make the clay look bad. So just pause real quick. All right, back with clean hands. So now I'm just gonna take my clay and kind of shape it a little bit the way that I want. For me, I'm very particular about keeping it smooth and trying to have as little fingerprints as possible. So I'm kind of gonna have to shape it the way that I want. All right, so that's a pretty nice little shape there, and I'm happy with that. Okay, and then let's see, I had a cute crystal here. Where did I put that? that is the story of my life. I'm always looking for something that I have misplaced. Not this big one. I had a little square one I wanted. All right, I found my little crystal. This is a nice big Swarovski, and I thought that would make a great focal point. Right there in the middle. Once I start putting the embellishments in, I try not to touch the clay as much as possible for a lot of reasons. I like the kind of way the clay bulges around it. And I also don't like to get too many fingerprints on it. So there's a starting piece. And then let's see, we want to do chain, do some chain around it. Just trying to keep those corners nice and crisp. If you can't get the corners you want, you can just cut it and do the chain in pieces, but I was kind of trying to do it all in one here. Okay. Alrighty. So there we go. I got a nice little foundation started. I'm going to do another, but I think this time I'll do it in pieces so I get what I want. Let's see, that's going to take about 6, 2, 4. Okay, let's get 4 of those. 2, 4. 2, 4. No, I'm not happy with that little. Smooth out the mistakes. There we go. See, that's the thing, is it kind of gives it a nice sharper corner when you cut it like that. So yeah, I'm a little happier with that. All right, last piece of chain. I want one little ball there. It just doesn't look right to me. Feels like it's missing one. So just add that little fella there. There. All right, it's a good start. These little green guys are Czech glass Cabicons. They're part of the supplies that come in our new bead making kits. Hopefully soon I'll have them just by themselves up on the store so that if it's something you would like to have, you'll be able to get it. Oops, I'm dropping things. But I love using the higher quality materials rather than, the cheap plastic stuff. And I love the way the Czech glass looks. Okay, we're getting there. All right, good start. I want to leave a little bit of the clay color showing, and I think I'll go around the edge with the chain. There we go. That just gives it a more kind of finished look, in my opinion. The trick with all of these embellishments, though, is to find the exact correct depth in the clay. You want them to be pressed in hard enough that they stay, but not so deep that the clay starts to consume it. You want it to just, I prefer to have that bit of depth, where it just kind of gives some dimension. Okay, just about there. I want to make sure that that gets in there really good, especially with the ends of the chain right there. You want to make sure those get in because that's the most likely place for it to catch and start pulling off. And obviously you want these to last a long time and be durable, so you don't want that happening. All right, it's a good start. Let's see, we can probably find one or two more things to put on there and then call it good. These are all Swarovski crystals. Let's see, they're all kind of mixed together. Let's see what we got that'll work. Okay, whichever one we find four of first, that's the one we're using. Okay, there we go. We found some AB Swarovskis. I'm kind of butterfingers today. I got the wrong one though. Alrighty, it's starting to come along. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go around and make sure everything's embedded in there the way I want. Nice and strong. I'm happy with the clay and the shape. So there, I mean, that's a pretty nice little piece. Once it hardens, I will glaze this and give it a nice shiny coat. It also protects the clay. But, I mean, that probably took me 5 minutes, maybe. So, it is really definitely a great way to take something that might not be usable for other people, but it's something you can turn a profit on. So, hope you enjoyed my little show.